Good evening, sir. I am Jorel Manasadera from Barangay Lupit, Santa Rita, Samar. 20 years old. My section is BE Sumari 3 Delta. So my answer to the question is if the leader of my church supported same-sex marriage or civilian union for gay couples, I would respond calmly and respectfully instead of reacting emotionally. I would listen and carefully listen to the reasons behind the decision and respectfully express my beliefs based on the teachings of my faith and objective of moral law. Now, personally, I believe that marriage and sexual relationships are intended for man and a woman in a marriage. Because of this belief, I do not support the same-sex marriage or civil unions. I believe that moral truth should be guided by religious teachings, natural law, and traditional family values. However, even though I disagree with same-sex unions, I still believe that all people deserve respect, dignity, and kindness. It is never right to insult, hate, or discriminate against others because of their sexual orientation. Because of spreading anger, or instead of spreading anger, I would choose peaceful dialogue, prayer, and understanding while remaining faithful to my moral beliefs. So in my conclusion, sir, I would stand by my beliefs respectfully while continuing to treat every person with compassion and respect. Now, for the second question, sir, science supports the idea that biological sex is determined at birth or at conception. So at conception, a child receives chromosomes from both our parents. XX chromosomes develop as female while XY chromosomes develop as male. So these biological characteristics continue to develop before birth and throughout life. Although the doctors identify a baby's sex at birth through physical observation or by directly looking at the baby, it would be determined. So this usually reflects that biological sex that was already established at birth, and because of this, many scientists believe that sex is biologically rooted and not simply assigned by society. So you cannot only decide your gender because it is given at birth. So from a moral perspective, the truth and humanity are both important. Morality teaches that human beings should be respectful or respect the nature reality of biological sex, while also treating every person with compassion and fairness. So people may have different views about gender ideologies, but in respectful discussion and understanding, it should always be practiced. Now, so in my conclusion, or before, science generally supports the claim that biological sex is determined at conception or at birth, while morality reminds us to treat all people with respect and dignity. So that is all, sir. Thank you for listening.